Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome to Snatch Chat, where I'm here to help you lose fat, but not your mind. I'm Tiffany, certified personal trainer, nutrition specialist, and your body snatcher. Today, I'm going to be talking about holiday eating, okay? Not particularly just holidays, but really social gatherings and ways to kind of hack the days that you are going to be meeting with family and a lot of food is involved, okay? So, at this taping, it happens to be the week before Thanksgiving, so it's just very fitting. And I do have some specific points to give you and some tips on how to navigate the day. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get into that. But first, per usual, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and get your workout. So I have a little kit down for you in the description where you'll get some workouts, some nutrition, recipes, all kinds of good stuff. Okay, so definitely go check that out before you leave the video. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into these tips. So I'm going to go into specific tips, okay, on, it's going to be 3 of them, things to avoid or to look out for when you're doing your holidays. I want to start by saying, okay, and I'm pulling this mostly from a coaching call because I had a coaching call with my clients, and I made a point to them that, you can choose to give yourself some grace with this stuff. So it's one thing to just sabotage your goals for a long period of time, but you do have a little bit of leeway with your fitness journey, especially if you're going to make it a lifetime thing. So you don't have to get everything perfect. So holidays, Thanksgiving, Christmas, 4th of July, whatever it is, the big birthday party, whatever it is, you can decide that you are just going to take it easy that day. I do always caution against just completely throwing all your, common sense and you're not acting a fool out the window because, you should always be, trying to do your best. And so it's kind of just like a little balance. So I did want to go ahead and get that out, that you can give yourself some self-grace, okay? You don't have to be super on point. But that being said, here are 3 tips that you can really use that will do minimal damage for an actual holiday, okay? The first one is to avoid the snacks, okay? So one thing that is very prevalent, especially with like 4th of July more so than anything else, is people will put little starter things out just to keep you preoccupied before the actual good food comes out, right? So I'm against this for a few reasons. First of all, it's like a waste. Like, save your taste buds and your stomach for the actual really good food. Like you know who has the good pie, who makes the best mac and cheese, like what's going to be really good. So save your taste buds for that stuff. Avoid the chips that are just happen to be out, the little, store-made cookies, these little things that you don't really come to the actual activity for, right? You're not going to Thanksgiving dinner to get some, cookies that you can get from the store and you can eat like in 2 months, okay? You're going for the really good food. So that would be the first thing. It's just a really easy elimination tactic, and you're going to probably save hundreds of calories right there, okay? Number 2 is the most important in my opinion. No, not the most important. This one and the next one are equally important, but I would say to make 1 plate, okay? So, and when I say 1 plate, I mean 1 big plate, okay? Because what we do usually with our holiday season is we will go and get a little bit, or we'll make a semi-decent plate, but we won't get everything we want. We'll get, kind of what we want. We'll go back again. We'll get a little bit of this later. And then we're doing that like 3, 4, 5, 6 times, sometimes even more throughout the whole day, depending on how long you're at the person's house, right? And the food is out all day. So it's really easy to get carried away. I suggest you just go in, get every single thing you want, okay? Maybe not the dessert because you can save that for later, but get everything you want on 1 plate, okay? So what this does is, first of all, it eliminates you feeling like you're missing out on something, right? There's no fear of missing out. You got everything you wanted, so you know you're going to get at least a taste of it. Okay, so that's the first thing. And then the second thing is you're going to be super full from that plate. Okay, and then what you do is after you eat this big plate, okay, first, if you can't finish the plate, first of all, you can save the plate and just come back to the plate, right, over and over again, and then you can see that you're still eating your one plate. But if you do finish the plate, what you do is you wait for an hour or two. I would go for 2 because it was a really big plate, right? Or 3, or however long it takes, and see how you feel, okay? And then what will happen is you may really want something again, but you will be full. So you can actually go and get everything that you want for real. So it's not just going and getting something here and there. And that's one of the reasons why at the end of Thanksgiving, you always feel like you want to pop, right? Because you don't really give yourself time to digest your food. You're just going based off what you want all day. And then by the end of the night, you finally, your stomach finally catches up to you and you feel like you're about to explode, okay? So by having the one plate and just sticking to that, then going back when you actually are, digested, what you will do is you will really pick the cream of the crop of things. You will get the cake, or you will get more of the food, but you will get what you really, really want. You won't just get a whole bunch of different stuff throughout the whole time. Okay, so that was number 2. And then point number 3 is just as important. So this is going to be drinks. Okay, so this can apply to alcohol or soft drinks, be it just soda or sweet tea or whatever, but this is mostly applying to alcohol. And I have done videos on how many calories alcohol has in it, and it really does have a ton of calories, so you really have to be careful. So the tip is to go into the event knowing your limit. Okay, so if you know that usually when you go to any get together that you usually have like 4 or 5 drinks, go in with a goal to lower that to some degree. So go with 2 to 3 drinks. If you only have maybe 2 anyways, then maybe just stick with that. But regardless, go in with an actual limit, okay? Because this is going to be a big game changer, because just like with the plate, alcohol just keeps flowing somehow, so you'll just keep drinking and having a little here, having a little there, so really have a limit on how much alcohol you can drink. Another thing, and this is just a little sidebar because I did bring this up on the call, but eggnog, just so you know, this is just kind of random, it has like 200 calories in a half a glass. So if you have a cup of eggnog, just know that you are having basically a piece of cake anyway. So, just take all this stuff into considerations. I always say drinks are one of those things, be it alcohol or just like soft drinks or whatever, are one of those things that get us in trouble. And people don't really factor it in. They think about everything else, is really damaging their fitness goals, when in actuality, just cutting out a lot of the drinks and drinking water instead would be a huge substitute and a big change. So that would be a very, very big one. And I really, really encourage you to do the limited alcohol thing. Okay, so that's it. Keeping it very straight to the point. So again, just as a recap, 1, just eliminate the snacks altogether. Ignore the store-bought stuff, the little chips and little random stuff. Save your appetite for the good food that's worth those calories. 2, make 1 plate. Make 1 big massive plate if you have to. Get everything you want. Let that plate digest, and then go back for your seconds after that. And then you will lower your likelihood of just eating too much throughout the whole night. And then 3 is to chill with the alcohol, okay? So to some degree, decide how much you want and go in with the plan, okay? So all of these things just really are just going in with a plan, and that's always going to be a big defense, okay, for anything. So I say it all the time, scheduling and planning are two of the big staples of actually reaching fitness goals. So, all three of these things will help you do that. Okay, so you can apply this to your Thanksgiving. Okay, if you're watching this when this first airs, I hope that you have a very happy Thanksgiving, and I hope that it is filled with love, both for yourself and for those you care about and all that. If you're watching it later, you can apply this to anything that is coming up, okay? Any birthday, any party, any whatever. Same rules, okay? So that's it. Like I said before, make sure you subscribe to the channel. I do put out a video every week, different topics, different, reviews of things, all that good stuff. Make sure you check out the free workouts that I have for you, and you can also check out my Amazon shop if you'd like as well. So, all right, I will see you next time. Till then, take care of yourself, mind, body, and spirit.